Tech Productions proudly presents the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series on the X Sports Radio Network.
Swung on, fly ball toward left field, back. Out of here, home run, over the left field wall. He got every bit of that one.
Now, live from the birthplace of Southern gospel music in the land of Crockett, with Stanley Wilson, here's J.P. Plant.
Welcome to the fourth and final game on Denver Trapp Field on this Saturday of the 2017 15-year-old Babe Ruth World Series. J.P. Plant here with you, alongside my partner Stanley G. Wilson, and a fun matchup tonight. The host team from Lawrenceburg will be visitors on the scoreboard, and they'll be taking on the team from Janesville, Wisconsin, the Ohio Valley regional champs. They are 2-0. Lawrenceburg is 2-0 as well. As I bring in Stanley G. Wilson, a game that we were looking forward to after early on today. Janesville got their win, and Lawrenceburg got their win. And this game essentially, Stanley, will determine who comes out as the 1 seed in the American division of the pool play.
Yeah, this is a big game for both teams here. They, as I said earlier, they can control their own destiny with a win here and not have to depend on anybody else to win and lose.
All right, we're going to get to our starting lineup. First for the visitors on the scoreboard, the team from Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Leading off and playing second, Hayes McNutt. Batting second, wearing number 2, Blade Tidwell at short. Lawrence Sutton will hit third. Playing in right field, Walker Brown will hit cleanup, the catcher. The extra hitter, Caden Howard, will hit fifth. Batting sixth, Gunnar Dixon at first. J.D. Bedford in center, batting seventh. Hitting eighth, Brady Huntley playing third. Batting ninth, Adam Goss in left field. And on the mound, hitting 10th, Logan Parrott for the Lawrenceburg team. For Janesville, Wisconsin, they will start with Eric Hughes, who playing center. Dalton Madsen will be on the mound, hitting second for Wisconsin. Playing third and hitting third, Micah Overlay. Behind the plate, hitting cleanup, is Clark Schmaling. In left, batting fifth, Cody Larkman. Hitting sixth and playing first, Dawson Draves. Colin Hageman playing second, hitting seventh. Hitting eighth, and in right, Caleb Kenna. And batting ninth, playing short, Tegan Christensen. So those are your starting lineups here tonight for Lawrenceburg and Janesville, Wisconsin. We're going to have a special first pitch brought to you in the national anthem. We're going to go live to public address announcer Bill Phillips.
By the playing of our national anthem. The national anthem this evening will be sung by Jan Threadgill, who is a local piano and voice teacher who has been teaching for 30 years. She is married to Mark Threadgill, who is the worship pastor of New Prospect Baptist Church. They have lived in Lawrenceburg for 7 years and have 3 adult children, Jordan, Jenna, and J.D. Jan studied classical piano and church music as a child, and in 19 she was able to travel with Christian music groups throughout the U.S. and overseas. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's first gleaming, who brought straws and bright stars through the perilous fight? With the ramparts we walk and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please remain standing as we recite the pledge for Babe Ruth baseball. Babe Ruth pledge is to develop a strong, clean, healthy body, mind, and soul. Develop a strong urge for sportsmanlike conduct. Develop understanding and respect for the rules. Develop courage in defeat, tolerance and modesty in victory. Develop control over emotions and speech. Develop spirit of cooperation and team play. And develop into real and true citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, our first pitch this evening will be thrown out by our county executive, T.R. Williams. T.R. is a businessman, pastor, and active community leader. He's a native of Lawrence County, and after graduating from Loretto High School, he continued his education at Columbia State College and the University of Arkansas at Little Rock. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome our county executive, Mr. T.R. Williams.
All right, T.R. Williams, County Executive of Lawrence County, with the ceremonial first pitch and our national anthem there as we are ready to play baseball. This one's going to be a good one. Janesville, Wisconsin, and Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, two undefeated teams live on Exports TV. J.P. Plant, Stanley G. Wilson with you up in the booth as the coaches are going to meet, and Stanley will get a quick scoreboard update as we are now into the bottom of the second. Marshall County leading Newtown, Connecticut 4-1. So Marshall County, who had only scored one run in their first two games, put 4 on the board in the first inning, and they lead Connecticut 4-1 over on Tom Cruise Field. That game live now on Exports TV, just as this one is here on Denver Trap Field. And Stanley, an absolutely perfect evening. The humidity has dropped somewhat as the sun has gone down, and it is just an absolutely pleasant evening for baseball here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
It sure is. Clouds, the rain has gone away, and I'm sure we're going to see that moon anytime soon. Talking to the Lawrenceburg group, they had a nice meal at Stryker's Steakhouse, and Brown Equipment out of Loretto sponsored them. So everybody in the county is getting in on the action with these two guys. They're able to relax and even get to change their uniform, JP.
That's right. Went with the gray, what they wore on Thursday night in their opener in their 13-0 win over Bismarck, North Dakota.
Now, they will have a day off tomorrow. We'll be back in action on Monday. So this comes the Janesville, Wisconsin boys.
So Dalton Madsen will be on the mound for Wisconsin, a right-hander. And he will face Hayes McNutt to start things off. Again, the defensive alignment for Wisconsin. Micah Overlay at third. At short, Tegan Christensen. At second is Colin Hageman. And over at first is Dawson Draves. In the outfield, left field is Cody Logdeman. In center, Eric Hughes. And in right, Caleb Kenna. Behind the plate, Clark Schmaling for Janesville, Wisconsin, in their red jerseys with, I believe that's Navy, right, Stanley? Across there with their letters and numbers, trimmed in white pants, and a Navy piping down the side. Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, in their gray uniforms with black numbers trimmed in orange, and the black and orange piping and the black, orange, and gray socks, the high stockings. Everybody but Coach Josh Purcell wearing the high stockings.
He said he wasn't going to do it.
Says it makes him
Coach
look.
Tidwell do.
Yeah, Coach Tidwell as well. So says it makes him look too short.
Yeah.
All right, this one's going to be fun. Wind blowing out just a little bit towards right center field. And as I mentioned, the humidity is down quite a bit.
Jeff Clifton's got some work to do on the mound. He's bringing out some filler on the dirt filler.
All right, so we're not about ready to play.
Janesville, Wisconsin, just like Lawrenceburg is just over the state line of Alabama, Janesville, Wisconsin is over the state line of Illinois.
That's right.
On their way to Madison, the University of Wisconsin. Oh, I thought he was going to the mound. He made a stop.
There was a hole just outside the line there. 80 degrees, Stanley.
Jeff Clutcher just wanted to get on the action. That's all it was.
Beautiful 80 degrees, and we're set for action. And here to take you through the first couple innings, Stanley G. Wilson.
All right, Hayes McNutt going to lead off here. First pitch of the ball game high, ball one. Dalton Madsen on the mound. We're in the number 44. He's fouled back to the screen. Where they're located, you might see some, of course, the Brewers are the home state professional team, but you could see some Cubs fans, White Sox fans, and even going west, the Twins. That one's outside. 2-1 now. Glad to have you on the feed here in Wisconsin. Ball outside. 3-1. First batter of the ball game. Wisconsin and Lawrenceburg. There's a fly ball toward left field. It's going to go over the left fielder's head. No, he drops it. He got to it, but he drops it, and Hayes McNutt, with his speed, is standing up at second base.
Wow, what a way to start for the host Lawrenceburg, and the best swing of the bat for Hayes McNutt as Lochterman out in left just went over the top of his glove, and that's going to be an error.
It will be on Lochterman. He got to it. Thought it might go over his head, but he got to it. So McNutt on at second. Nobody out. Going to bring up Blade Tidwell. Tidwell squares around the bunt, but takes it for a strike, 0-1. Madsen fires. Popped up out of play behind us. 0-2 now on Tidwell. Second batter of the ball game, no score. Lawrenceburg, the visitors. Wisconsin, the home team. It's popped up first base side. First baseman coming over, and he's got it for the out. Draves, Dawson Draves.
It was a nice play by Draves over there in front of the fence, and a lot of foul territory here at Denver Trap Field. And the first out of the inning, staying at second, is Hayes McNutt.
We'll bring up Lawrence Sutton, number 3 hitter for Lawrenceburg, big right-handed batter. First pitch, breaking ball misses outside, 1-0. McNutt's got a lot of speed. It's second. It's just a single might get him home.
An infield single could get him home.
You're right. Line drive out to left field. Center fielder going back. It's over his head. It's going to go all the way to the wall. McNutt's going to score easily. Sutton around second. He's going to hold up right there. They're playing in on him, and they're 2 times they've hit over their head.
Lawrence Sutton is swinging a hot bat, Stanley. He is just tattooing, squaring the grooves, if you will.
Well, Hughes was playing shallow for center field, and it just a line drive went over his head and left center field. And Sutton standing on second now.
He's traded places with Hayes McNutt. Good start for Lawrenceburg, up 1-0 here in the first.
Here's Walker Brown. Takes it for a strike. Madsen looks back, fires at the plate. Fouled off behind us. Time called. Catcher's going to go talk to his pitcher, and the batter's going to go talk to his coach. 0-2 count, 1 out. Lawrenceburg with a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. Caden Howard on deck, playing the extra player tonight. Thought about it, tried to reach over the plate, but thought better of it, takes it for a ball.
Nice job of holding that swing back by Walker Brown.
We're going to have a 1-2 pitch coming up. Curveball in the dirt. Evens it up at 2-2 now. Sutton gets his lead at second.
A nice dig there by Schmeling behind the plate.
That was way outside. Sutton thought about it, take it off, but nice stop behind the plate by. Help me out, JP.
Schmeling.
Schmeling, thank you. Just the way it's written here.
Had the opportunity to talk to all of these teams Wednesday at the banquet. I got the opportunity to announce them.
That was check swing foul. Full count.
So I went table to table talking to their coaches, some of their players, going over pronunciations. A lot of great guys.
So full count, runner at second, 1 out. Madsen looks back. Gets another look. Now he wants to wheel around. Nobody's there, so he's going to put the ball in his pocket. There's a shot down the third base line. It's fair. Sutton around third. He's being waved in. Brown, he stumbles. Now he's going to make it to second base. He thought about holding up at first, but then he saw they were having problems with it, and so he came on into second. So just like that, Lawrenceburg up 2-0.
What a start for the hosts from Lawrenceburg, getting out early on Wisconsin 2-0. Both fans were kind of going back and forth in the pregame warm-ups, and knew this was going to be a fun one, Stanley.
First pitch to Howard's upstairs, ball 1.
For Lawrenceburg, you like this, just trading spaces, home to second.
Yep.
Back-to-back times they've done that now.
Ground ball towards second. He's got it. Throw to first in time. The runner moves over to third with 2 out now. And Gunnar Dixon will be the batter.
Gunnar did a nice job pitching earlier today, picked up the win.
There's one right back up the middle, off the pitcher. Third baseman trying to throw it, and he throws it away up the right field line. And run scores. He's around second, and he's going to hold up right there. Brown comes around to score. It's off of his foot. We're going to timeout because we're going to have to check the pitcher out because it hit him probably on the foot or ankle.
Yeah, that was a hot shot right back to him, and a tough play. I think it was a shortstop that tried to make the play on the ball that probably would have been safe. And an errant throw, another error, the second of the game, allowing for Gunnar Dixon to make his way to second. And they're testing Dalton Madsen. He's going to throw a couple of pitches, see how his foot is.
I hope he got his shoe, mostly leather, hopefully.
Yeah. I think he kicked off his right foot, which is his push foot as a right-handed pitcher. He seems to be okay. It's good to see.
J.D. Bedford will be the batter. Overlay fielded the ricochet off the mound, and his throw was wide. Probably didn't have a chance to throw him out. The ball was almost stopped when he picked the ball up. The umpire saying that was not a
The umpires have walkie-talkies up to the press box. You can see they're trying to make sure the communication is on the proper channel. Got a lot of radio frequencies going through the ballpark. There's two fields here at Denver Trap and Tom Cruise at Bobby Brewer Park. So looks like they have made communication. Technology is great when it works, isn't it?
Yes. Where's my scorebook with my pencil and eraser?
Uh-huh. Got a notepad over there.
Yeah.
Old-fashioned.
2 out. Runner at second for Lawrenceburg. Wisconsin trying to get out of this. No more damage. Curveball misses outside to Bedford.
Seventh hitter to start this first inning for Lawrenceburg.
Fly ball toward right field. Going under it, and he can't get to it. It goes all the way to the wall. And it's going to score easily. Bedford around second. He's headed to third for a triple, and he slides in there head first. J.D. Bedford gave the ball a ride to deep right field. It hit a couple of times, rode all the way to the wall. And he's standing up at third with 2 out, and Lawrenceburg with a 4-0 lead now.
Stanley, every hitter in this lineup so far has tattooed the baseball in this first inning. Every ball's been hit hard, and most have been away from the defenders. What a start for Lawrenceburg.
Curveball drops over for a strike to Brady Huntley. Starting at third base tonight for Lawrenceburg. Misses inside. 1-1, 2 out. 4-0 Lawrenceburg here in the top of the first inning.
Lawrenceburg hitter Stanley have been very patient waiting on that curveball so far this inning.
It's popped up toward right field. Kenna under it, and he's got it for the final out. But Lawrenceburg scores 4 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors committed by Wisconsin. We head to the bottom of the first. Lawrenceburg 4, Wisconsin coming to bat. You're watching X Sports TV. Back in a moment.
Valentine Enterprises and Main Street Lawrenceburg would like to congratulate all of the Babe Ruth teams from across the country that have made their way to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee in the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series. Main Street Lawrenceburg supports many revitalization projects to maintain and grow a healthy community spirit. Darrell Valentine Enterprises and Main Street Lawrenceburg wish every team the best of luck during the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series in beautiful Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series on the X Sports Radio Network.
We head to the bottom of the first inning here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, the home of the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series for 13, 15-year-olds. Wisconsin will have Eric Hughes leading off, the center fielder, followed by Dalton Madsen, the pitcher. And Micah Overlay, the third baseman, will bat third. On the mound for Lawrenceburg will be Logan Parrott, big, tall, lanky right-hander. Intern Kelsey, does he go to Summertown? She's shaking her head. Maybe.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. Just giving her a hard time since she has that title of emeritus.
He was one of their best pitchers this year, Logan Parrott was.
Got him to the state championship games up in Murfreesboro.
The state tournament, yep. They, along with Loretto, both made the state tournament from the same district.
Got kids from, of course, Lawrence County, Loretto, Summertown high schools, and even one from Wayne County, and another one that's homeschooled. Here's Hughes for Wisconsin. First pitch to him's in there for a strike.
Good start for Logan.
Ground ball back to the pitcher. Parrott stabs it and throws it over to first for the first out.
Oh, wow.
Put his glove down there, just like you're supposed to do, reacted to it, and it fell right in his glove.
Stanley, obviously we saw the confidence at the plate for this Lawrenceburg team. We see it in the field. Their infield was one of the best that I've seen them take all week.
That one's off the glove of the pitcher. Second baseman throws. In time.
Oh, wow.
Hayes McNutt. Score that 1-4-3 because it went off of Parrott's glove. But right to McNutt, who had to hustle and make a strike to first, where Gunnar Dixon receives it. That'll bring up Micah Overlay, a left-handed third baseman here. Ball outside. Should say he bats left-handed playing third base.
And to continue on with that conversation, I'll do it after this pitch because Logan worked quickly.
Ball high.
But their confidence in their warm-ups, the infield, some of the best I've seen at the tournament, and certainly the best I've seen these guys. Very quiet confidence. Everything was on point and looked awfully focused. And it's showing here early in this ball game.
Man's in there for a strike, off the corner. Overlay was probably taking all the way. Strike two. Evens it up at 2-2 now with 2 out. Nobody on. Lawrenceburg ahead 4-0. Popped up toward left field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Just landed in no man's land right there. An Overlay takes a wide turn at first. He hustles back. Clark Schmelling, excuse me, I was listening to the PA announcer. We got him right, don't we?
Yes.
You stayed up studying for this. First pitch, low.
Logan's got some heat this evening.
He looks loose out there.
Yes, he does.
I was in the dugout and he came in and Coach Tidwell looked around and said, "You ready?" We still got about 20 minutes to go. He goes, "I'm ready, Coach." I said, "All right." And he sure looks it. Him and Walker Brown trying to get on the same page with their signals right there. Brown coming back to his position behind the plate. Back over to first. Safe.
Woo.
Close, though.
That was.
Good move. Quick move by a right-hander. Overlay gets a lead now. Adams in there for a strike. Curveball misses. Runner going to go. Brown's not going to throw. Had a hard time finding it. Lost his balance a little bit. And Overlay slides head first into second. 2-1 count, 2 out, runner at second. Wisconsin trailing here 4-0. Trying to get the first run for them. Cut into this Lawrenceburg lead. Barrett working from the stretch. Looks back to second. Fires to the plate. Curveball, strike. Throwing that fastball, JP, and then you see that curveball.
It's tough to handle. Certainly get you off balance. And it did right there to Schmaling.
2-2 pitch. Here's a wind. Fouled off to the right side. Two count, 2 out. Clark Schmeling, the batter. Barrett turns around, fakes the throw to second. Two pitch coming up. Slapped into right field for a base hit. The runner around for third. He's going to come on in. Throw comes into the plate. Way off. And the runner's going to go down to second in scoring position. Coach Tidwell says, hit the cutoff man. That run really, you're going to give that run up. You don't want to give up 2 in this inning, and that's what Lawrenceburg's looking at. Good fundamental baseball by Wisconsin right there. Smelling with 2 strikes on him, just shortened his swing and hit it to the opposite field. And Overlay hustled in.
Yeah, both hits, Stanley, have been the opposite direction. Micah Overlay and now Schmaling.
Fastball in there for a strike. 0-1. Larkerman, the batter. Pops it up in the infield. Now Sutton goes out to right field, and he's got it. So that'll do it for Wisconsin. They come back with 1 run of their own on 2 hits. Leave 1 man on. We go to the top of the second. Lawrenceburg 4, Wisconsin 1. You're watching X Sports TV. We're back in a moment.
Enterprises in Main Street, Lawrenceburg would like to congratulate all of the Babe Ruth teams from across the country that have made their way to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee in the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series. Main Street Lawrenceburg supports many revitalization projects to maintain and grow a healthy community spirit. Darrell Valentine Enterprises in Main Street Lawrenceburg wish every team the best of luck during the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series in beautiful Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series on the X Sports Radio Network.
The announcer's wardrobe has been provided by HD Inc. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs, give owner Phil Hooper a call at 931-201-2961 or email him at hdinc2010@gmail.com. HD Inc., the official apparel provider of the X Sports Radio Network. Helping Stanley G look halfway decent. Welcome back. 4-1, Lawrenceburg leading Wisconsin as we head to the top half of the second inning. And little fireworks there in the first inning. Some hitting for Lawrenceburg and some timely placed hitting for Wisconsin, able to manufacture a run with 2 outs.
Well, you can already see, JP, both these teams know how to hit. It's going to come down to pitching and defense. Adam Goss will lead off for Lawrenceburg, the lone Wayne County representative on the team. He had a little accident coming back in the dugout during warm-ups. Got those metal cleats on, or spikes, and it's concrete in that dugout, and he just slid down and fell on his backside.
Take it he's okay.
Yeah, Coach Tidwell asked him, "Are you all right? You sure?" Ball high. I think he was more embarrassed than anything.
Yeah. Well, we had Gunnar Dixon take a spill on his way to the field to start the bottom half of the first.
That one's inside. 2-0 now. Logan Parrott, the pitcher, on deck.
Yeah, Lawrenceburg sent 8 players to the plate there in the first.
Pulled right past the first baseman into right field. Fair ball. Goss around first, and he's going to hold up right there. Now bring up Logan Parrott. Let's see if the bunt's on here. Logan, the number 10 hitters, they've got an extra player in Caden Howard. Parrott swings, pops it up. First baseman coming over. He's got room, and he can't make the play. He overran it, and the goat's behind him.
Stanley, I think all the stands on this field are full, both sides.
Good crowd here again
Yes,
on a
it is.
Saturday night.
A decent crowd next door, Marshall County, Tennessee. 45 minutes up the road in Lewisburg, Tennessee.
0-1 count. Throw over to first. Goss back head first. Steps off, looks back.
Matson already with 29 pitches. We're just into the second inning.
Throw back over to Goss. Wisconsin thinks maybe Lawrenceburg's got a play on. Here steps out, looks down at Coach Tidwell. Now he's ready to get back in there. Not shown bunt yet. Now he squares around, bunts it back toward the mound. Only one play to first, and they get it. So the sacrifice worked for Lawrenceburg as they could move a man down to second in scoring position with 1 out.
A nice job of handling that bunt as it rode in a little bit on him. He was able to get it fair and make the sacrifice work, moving the runner. Adam Goss up to second.
Bring up Hayes McNutt, who laced a line drive out to left field that the left fielder got to it but couldn't make the catch. Well, McNutt reached on an error the first time up, but he scored the first game of the first run of the game.
It was a hard hit ball, deep left field. Big lead.
Runner going, ball low, throw to third is high, but they get him. Schmeling doing a good job behind the plate. Took a high pitch, threw down, and a good play by third base by Overlay to put the tag on. So 2 out, and the base is empty now for McNutt. Lawrenceburg trying to get something going there with that one. Ball outside. With a 4-1 lead, you can take chances. And they did there. Didn't work out. Now Wisconsin's got a chance to get out of this inning with no damage. Ball inside, almost hit him. 2-1 count. Way outside. Run to the 3-1. Here's a pitch. Ball low. McNutt on him with the walk. Blade Tidwell will be the batter.
Well, just because Lawrenceburg had a runner thrown out at third doesn't mean that McNutt won't try it. Probably the fastest runner on the team. There are 2 outs.
Throw over. Back in time, a little closer than probably should have been. You know, this might be a good opportunity for McNutt to go. If he gets thrown out, you got Tidwell leading off the next inning. But if he makes it, he's in scoring position.
You hear a couple in the crowd yelling for a balk.
Yeah, Coach Tidwell, I think that's what he was yelling for. Fly ball toward left field, going back. He's still going back, and he makes the catch. Lagerman went way back for it and almost to the warning track for the final out of the inning. Lawrenceburg gets the runners on, but they fail to score. We head to the bottom of the second. Your score remains Lawrenceburg 4, Wisconsin 1. You're listening to X Sports TV. Back in a moment.
Would like to congratulate all of the Babe Ruth teams from across the country that have made their way to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee in the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series. Main Street Lawrenceburg supports many revitalization projects to maintain and grow a healthy community spirit. Darrell Valentine Enterprises and Main Street Lawrenceburg wish every team the best of luck during the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series in beautiful Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series on the X Sports Radio Network.
We head to the bottom of the second of this 2017 World Series pool play here at Denver Trap Field in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Wisconsin will be coming up. Dawson Draves will lead off. Colin Hageman will be second, and then Caleb Kenna will bat third.
And we got a tight one over in Tom Cruise Field, Marshall County, Tennessee. The East Tennessee champs leading Newtown, Connecticut 4-3. That game in the third, bottom of the third. Got Brad Nielsen, Corey Rochelle on the call for that one.
4-1 here. Lawrenceburg with the lead over Wisconsin. Here, curveball over for a strike. That's just a mean pitch right there.
Yes, it was.
Fouled away by Draves behind us. Oh, 2 count. First batter here in the bottom of the second, Dawson Draves. Popped up, and that's going to go out of play. Took a little bit off that one, a little change up. Janesville, Wisconsin. There's a fly ball towards center field. It's going to get down. Bedford's going to come over and field it. So Dawson Draves leads off for Wisconsin with a single to right center field. Colin Hageman will be the batter. Here, working for the stretch. He winds and he fires to the plate. In there for a strike. Hageman looking for something he can drive. Barrett's going to throw him a pitch that he can ground to a double play. Ball outside. Evens it up at 1-1. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Lawrenceburg leading 4-1. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Lawrenceburg. 1 run, 3 hits, and 2 errors so far for Wisconsin. A lot of action already in this young game. Swung on and missed. Strike 2.
That's a big cut.
Took a little bit off of that one there. Change up.
Barrett's one of the harder throwers we've seen in this World Series so far.
And he's got a good changeup to go along with that fastball, JP. 1-2 count. Strike 3. Caught the corner on the inside. Hickman caught looking. 1 out. Dawson's Drave still down at first. Caleb Kenna will be the batter. Another youngster wearing a high number, 52. To match Matt Gamble's 88 for Lawrenceburg. And it's fouled away.
A member of the Lawrenceburg 13s that made it to the Southeast region, Spencer Fontenot had 99.
99.
99.
Oh, 1 count, 1 out. Graves gets the lead off of first. Parrott working from the stretch. Ball outside. Just missed. One and one. One's in the dirt. 2-1 now. Time called its plate. Foul back of the net. Evens it up at 2-2. Dawson Dre's over at first base after single. Christensen on deck. Ball way upstairs. Runs it full now, 3-2. Throw over to first, back in time is Dre's. Barrett wasn't even on the pitching rubber. Just low, ball 4. So Wisconsin will have runners at first and second with 1 out. The number 9 hitter, Tegan Christensen, the shortstop, coming up. Barrett trying to pitch around the jam he got himself in. Wisconsin trying to take advantage of the single and a walk, trying to get another run in to cut in this 4-1 lead by Lawrenceburg. Way outside. 1-0. Foul tipped in the mid. Evens it up at 1-1 now. Draves at second, Kenna at first for Wisconsin. Christensen, your batter. Here it wheels around, no throw to second though. 4-1, Lawrenceburg leading you in the bottom of the second inning. That one's outside. 2-1. It's the second game for both teams. The last game of the evening for us, JP.
Yes, yes it
for
is.
everybody else too. But what a good one here. Now we caught the corner strike. 2-2 now. Ground ball towards second. McNutt up with it. Tries to flip to second just in time. Did a little backhand flip to Tidwell covering the bag, and they get Kenna coming from first. So Christensen will be on at first on a fielder's choice, and Draves goes over to third. So 2 out now. Runners still at first and third. And Eric Hughes, the leadoff hitter for Wisconsin, will be stepping up for the second time in the ball game. Grounded out his first time up. Time caught at the plate. They're being a little bit more deliberate with runners on the base paths here. We'll throw over to third. I saw a pickoff the other day in that Connecticut-California game. They picked a guy off at third.
You don't see that very often.
Nope. Right-hander, too. He's had a good move. Throw over to first this time. Dixon had to stab that one. Ground ball back to the mound. Parrott with it over to Dixon, and the final out. Wisconsin gets 2 men on. They leave 2 men on. They can't score a run here in the bottom of the second. We head to the top of the third. Your score, Lawrenceburg 4, Wisconsin 1. You're watching X Sports TV. Back in a moment.
Enterprises in Main Street, Lawrenceburg would like to congratulate all of the Babe Ruth teams from across the country that have made their way to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee in the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series. Main Street Lawrenceburg supports many revitalization projects to maintain and grow a healthy community spirit. Darrell Valentine Enterprises in Main Street Lawrenceburg wish every team the best of luck during the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series in beautiful Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series on the X Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to a beautiful evening here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We're at the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series for the 13, 15-year-olds. Lawrenceburg up 4-1 going to the top of the third. They scored 4 in the top of the first. Wisconsin answered with a run in the bottom of the first. And that's where we are now. I think leading off for Lawrenceburg will be Walker Brown. Check that. It'll be Sutton. Got a new pitcher for Wisconsin. Going to be Tegan Christensen, going to come over from shortstop and pitch. Let's see what we can get in here, JP. Hughes is coming in from center field to play shortstop. Not sure who that is to up in the center field, a left-hander out there. But to take us through the middle innings, here's JP Plant for our play-by-play.
Thank you, Stanley. An exciting start to this one. We thought it might be. Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, the host team, versus Janesville, Wisconsin. Both teams 2-0 heading into tonight. Looking to take control of the American Division. First pitch to Lawrence Sutton. from Tegan Christensen is low, outside for a ball, 1-0 the count. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Lawrenceburg, 1, 3, and 2 for Wisconsin. That pitch is fouled away. Count evens at 1-1. Caleb Kenna is your center fielder, I believe. There's a curveball strike. And 1-2 to Lawrence Sutton. Sutton is doubled his first time up. Pitch. Chopper to third. Foul. And the count remains 1-2. He's had a hot bat, Stanley.
He has. He's been tagging the ball. We'll get you a right fielder here in a moment. Kenna moves over from right. There we go.
Clark Schmaley. Is that Schmaley? That's not Schmaley, is it? Yes, it is. That pitch is low, 2-2, and a new catcher. Yeah, Dalton Matson.
Matson goes behind the plate.
So there you go. So Schmaley goes to right. Matson is your catcher. The 2-2 to Lawrence Sutton. Chopper, hot shot. Shortstop Hughes up with it in time to retire Sutton, something not many folks have done here at the World Series. First out of the inning here in the top of the third. Your hitters, Walker Brown. First pitch, over for a strike. 0-1 the count. Tegan Christensen coming in to pitch for Wisconsin. The 0-1. Curveball finds the inside corner, and it's 0-2 to the cleanup hitter for Lawrenceburg. 0-2 the count. 1 out, nobody on. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and Tegan Christensen, with a strikeout, his first of the game, and they're quickly 2 gone here in the third. It's a little change of pace and change of style from the pitching mound. We've thrown a couple of these hitters off to start this third inning. Caden Howard, the extra hitter, takes a strike on the outside edge. Of course, Christensen with great control thus far, Stanley.
Yes, he does. A little, as you said, a little different style.
That one gets over for a strike. 0-2.
He toes the rubber and he's ready to
to
pitch.
We like that as broadcasters. There's a slow grounder. The right side. Up with it easily is Hageman on to first in time. 1-2-3. Goes Lawrence County here in the third. They still lead it, though, 4-1. We head to the bottom half of the inning. This is the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series live on Exports TV.
Darrell Valentine Enterprises in Main Street, Lawrenceburg would like to congratulate all of the Babe Ruth teams from across the country that have made their way to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee in the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series. Main Street Lawrenceburg supports many revitalization projects to maintain and grow a healthy community spirit. Darrell Valentine Enterprises in Main Street Lawrenceburg wish every team the best of luck during the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series in beautiful Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series on the Exports Radio Network.
Interested in purchasing photos for the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series? Visit macbrownphoto.com or send them an email requesting your player or team to info@macbrownphoto.com. Mac Brown Photographers, the official studio of Exports Nation and of the 2017 15-year-old Babe Ruth World Series. Mac Brown Photographers, creating tomorrow's memories. Welcome back to the 15-year-old Babe Ruth World Series in our broadcast position at the Parks Lumber Perch. High atop Denver Trap Field.
JP, I still got 81 degrees on my smartphone here.
It's warm. Feels like the humidity has ramped back up after the game started.
I know.
Tell you, you and I both got down on the field before this game started. It was very pleasant.
Maybe it might be just this booth. I'm not sure.
It could be a lot of hot air up here. There's no question about that.
We've been accused of that before.
Yeah. J.P. Plant, Stanley G. Wilson, here with you.
Glad to have you on
Oh, yes.
Saturday night.
We are having a blast. Logan Parrott on the mound facing Dalton Matson. First hitter up for Wisconsin here in the bottom of the third. 4-1 your score, Lawrenceburg leading. First pitch fouled away. On deck is Micah Overlay. And following will be Clark Schmaling. Parrott peering over his glove, getting the sign from Walker Brown. He kicks and fires. Curveball, foul tipped. And a count now 0-2. So once again, out in front of the hitters. Logan Parrott from Summertown, Tennessee, just north of Lawrenceburg. Goes to Summertown High School. Was one of their star pitchers this past year, helped leading them to the state tournament. (0-2) count. To Matson. That one bounces up there off the mask of Walker Brown. The count will be 1-2. Yeah, Stanley, there are people everywhere here.
Something to do on a Saturday night in beautiful Lawrenceburg. We put it this way, something different to do.
Absolutely. The 1-2. Popped up.
May get the stands here. Oh!
Walker Brown makes the grab.
Great catch. I thought it might go in the stands. The Wisconsin coach wants to ask, what'd you see? I guess it's legal if you touch the net, the netting, if you use your...
You can touch the net as long as the ball doesn't touch the net.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Push the net away from you,
yeah.
they make the catch. And I'm not sure if he did touch the net at all, but what a play by Walker Brown.
Micah Overlay takes a strike on the outside edge, 0-1. He can catch more than just bass.
There
Walker
you go.
Brown.
Pop-ups, too.
Yep. Been holding on to that one all week. There's a strike on the outside edge. 0-2. It's all about timing,
I
Stanley.
thought you came up with these just right off the spot. But I see what
Yep.
you're doing.
Nobody on, one out. The 0-2 count coming to the left-hander, Micah Overlay. Got the win, I believe, on Thursday as a starting pitcher. Slow chopper, the right side. Hayes McNutt tosses it lightly over to Gunnar Dixon for the second out of the inning. An easy play there for the second baseman, Hayes McNutt. 2 gone here in the bottom half of inning 3. So Clark Schmaling, who is now, I believe, in right field. Is at the plate. 2 outs, nobody on base. Time asked for and received. New score at Tom Cruise Field, Marshall County now 8-3 over Newtown, Connecticut. That game in the 5th inning. Pitch is low, 1-0 to Schmaling. That pitch misses, just missed inside. Crowd's fired up tonight, Stanley.
They are.
It is fun to see. It's a fun environment. The 2-0. Just outside, 3-0. So after those first 2 outs, much like the first inning, Parrott's rhythm slowed just a bit.
Yeah, he slowed down a little bit. Maybe the nerves are not there.
The 3-0. Strike. 3-1 the count. There's 2 outs. Nobody on base. Bottom of the third, 4-1. Lawrenceburg, Tennessee leading Janesville, Wisconsin. The 3-1. Hot grounder. And long throw by Tidwell. Somehow got to that in the hole. But beating it out was Clark Schmaling. And an infield single with 2 outs.
Now, that's an infield hit for sure because that ball went deep in the hole and there's no way for Tidwell to throw him out.
That'll bring up Cody Lochterman, big right-hander. Schmaling takes his lead, big lead. Parrott comes to the plate. Foul tip that one, 0-1. Four runs on 5 hits, no errors for Lawrenceburg. 1 run, 4 hit, 2 errors for Wisconsin. Throw over to first, nearly over the head of Gunnar Dixon.
Yeah, step over the runner and catch that one.
Gunnar asking Schmaling, hey, you all right, buddy? See a lot of great sportsmanship at this Babe Ruth World Series.
Good to see that.
Pitch coming to the plate. Foul tipped again. And the count now 0-2 to Cody Lochterman. Parrott peers in. Comes ready. Steps off, looks back to first. Two outs in the inning. Runner at first. Now throw, and they got him. Caught him leaning. And Logan Parrott, persistent at first, picking off the runner for the 3rd out of the inning. We played 3. Your score remains Lawrenceburg, Tennessee 4, Janesville, Wisconsin 1. Back to Lawrenceburg in the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series after these short timeouts.
Main Street Lawrenceburg would like to congratulate all of the Babe Ruth teams from across the country that have made their way to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee in the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series. Main Street Lawrenceburg supports many revitalization projects to maintain and grow a healthy community spirit. Darrell Valentine Enterprises and Main Street Lawrenceburg wish every team the best of luck during the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series in beautiful Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series on the X Sports Radio Network.
Four your score. We head to the top half of inning number 4. Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, the host of the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series, in the lead over Janesville, Wisconsin. Both teams coming into tonight 2-0 in pool play and looking to take a commanding lead in the American Division, as each team will have just 1 game left in pool play following tonight.
Well, California is 3-0 over in the National Division. They have the day off tomorrow, so that's going to set some pitching count for them on Monday. So they kind of control their own destiny.
All right, so Gunnar Dixon will lead things off for Lawrenceburg, facing Tegan Christensen. First pitch is high for a ball, 1-0. Working quickly as Christensen, that one falls in for a strike. Count even at 1-1. A lot of ways to follow us. Keep up with scoring updates. The 1-1 pitch is high. 2-1.
Had to get his helmet out of the way on that one.
That's right. Exports Radio on Twitter and Facebook, or the 2017 to 13-15-year-old Babe Ruth World Series. Also have Twitter and Facebook pages for that as well. All available, keeping you up to date with the scores, schedules, links to watch the games, is the best way to stay up to date. The 3-1. That one hits him. So Gunnar Dixon going to lead off the inning, and he'll be at first base. That'll bring up J.D. Bedford, the center fielder. Bedford today, 1 for 1 with a triple. He squares around, pulls it back. Charging in hard at third was Micah Oberle. Lawrenceburg with a 3-run lead here in the top of the 4th. He squares around again, bunts it, but pops it up, foul. And the count now 0-2. So let's see what Coach Vashon Tidwell does here. He's giving the signals. Will he ask Bedford to try to bunt with 2 strikes, or will he swing away? There's no outs here in the top of the 4th. Lawrenceburg leading 4-1. Throw over to first. The 0-2. He squares around and bunts it foul, and that'll be a strikeout. Bedford unable to lay it down, and returning to first will be Dixon, and there's 1 out here in the 4th. Brady Huntley steps in. With 1 out here in the inning. First pitch to him is outside from Christensen. 1-0 your count. Brady today 0 for 1 with a fly out. The 1-0. Slapped foul out of play. Count even at 1-1. Runner at first, Gunnar Dixon. Hit by a pitch. And Bedford strikes out trying to bunt with 2 strikes. The pitch. That one's outside, 2-1 to Brady Huntley. Adam Goss is on deck for Lawrenceburg. The winner of this one would move to 3-0 in the American Division. And all but lock up the 1 seed heading into the single elimination round beginning Tuesday, which gives them a bye on Tuesday. The 2-1. Hot grounder. Gets through the infield. And runners now at first and second after the shot between third and short by Brady Huntley. And Adam Gall steps into the batter's box for Lawrenceburg. Lawrenceburg does have tomorrow off. That's their off day. Wisconsin they play tomorrow evening right here at Denver Trap against Bismarck, North Dakota, 6 p.m. And that is their last game of pool play. They have Monday off. That pitch is low. Dixon thought about making his way to third.
Good hustle behind the plate by Dalton Madsen.
We appreciate each and every one of you watching out there tonight, wherever you may be. The 1-0. Strike on the outside edge. So the count evens at 1-1 to the lefty, Adam Goss. The 1-1. That misses inside, 2-1. Gunnar Dixon at second. At first is Brady Huntley. Lawrenceburg looking to add to their 4-1 lead here in the top of the fourth. There's one out in the inning. Tegan Christensen now with 27 pitches. Throw back over to first. It was close.
It was close.
And now Christensen getting a little rosin. So the humidity. Get a lot of sweat on that hand. The 2-1. There goes the runner. And throw at third. And he's going to be out. As a high tag, though, trying to slide underneath it was Gunnar Dixon. I don't know if that was try a hit and run there. So again, another runner thrown out at third for Lawrenceburg.
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
As Huntley moves up to second, but there are two outs now. And Goss facing a 2-2 count. Correction, 3-1. We're at Tom Cruise. Connecticut tightening it up is now 8-6. They've got 3 in the bottom half of the fifth. Swing and a miss to Goss. And the count full now, 3-2. Huntley at second, 2 outs. Goss facing a full count. Top of the fourth, 4-1 Lawrenceburg, Tennessee over Janesville, Wisconsin. Christensen looks in for the sign. Comes ready. Here's the pitch. High fastball tipped into the mitt for strike 3. So Teaganson is talking with the home plate umpire and the catcher. Not quite sure what about.
Not sure what that discussion is.
All right, well, that'll do it for the top half of inning 4. We head to the bottom half of the inning. Still 4-1 Lawrenceburg, Tennessee over Janesville, Wisconsin. We'll be back with the Babe Ruth World Series after this short timeout.
Valentine Enterprises in Main Street, Lawrenceburg would like to congratulate all of the Babe Ruth teams from across the country that have made their way to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee in the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series. Main Street Lawrenceburg supports many revitalization projects to maintain and grow a healthy community spirit. Darrell Valentine Enterprises in Main Street Lawrenceburg wish every team the best of luck during the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series in beautiful Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series on the X Sports Radio Network.
Host team for Lawrenceburg leading with Janesville, Wisconsin 4-1. We hit at the bottom of the fourth. Up for Wisconsin will be Cody Lochterman, Dawson Draves, and Colin Hageman, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. We thought this was going to be a tight one. Both these teams undefeated coming into tonight. Battling for the top spot in the American Division. Parrott ready to roll. First pitch. Cody Lochterman misses high for a ball, 1-0. Parrott working quickly. Lifted into center. Coming in is Bedford. Makes the grab for the first out of the inning.
Well, we had a lot of fireworks in the first inning. All the runs scored then, but nothing since then.
Yeah, quite the opposite of our previous game between New Jersey and California, where nobody scored till the 6th in a pitcher's duel, and this one's slowly turning into a pitcher's duel after that first inning. Dawson Draves, your hitter. 1 for 1 with a single. There's a strike, 0-1. Logan Parrott, 53 pitches now. On a pretty decent pace. The 0-1. Could use a quick inning here if you're Logan Parrott. Just in the bottom of the fourth, the 1-1. Just missed, 2-1. Got to give Wisconsin credit, Stanley. They've been patient at the plate tonight. The 2-1. Inside, 3-1.
Draves took a pitch to the opposite field last time up for a single.
Here's the pitch. Grounder to third. Throw over to first. In time, Brady Huntley. Very smooth motion there at the hot corner, and there's 2 gone here in the fourth. Got to bring up Caleb Kenna.
Nope.
Is it Hageman?
Yep.
Hageman, okay. And jump a gun. 2 outs, nobody on. The 1-0. Little squibbler. McNutt up with it. On to first. Quick inning for Logan Parrott. 1, 2, 3. Goes Wisconsin. We've played 4. Still 4-1. Lawrenceburg over Janesville, Wisconsin. We'll be back to the Babe Ruth World Series in Lawrenceburg after this short timeouts.
Darrell Valentine Enterprises and Main Street Lawrenceburg would like to congratulate all of the Babe Ruth teams from across the country that have made their way to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee in the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series. Main Street Lawrenceburg supports many revitalization projects to maintain and grow a healthy community spirit. Darrell Valentine Enterprises and Main Street Lawrenceburg wish every team the best of luck during the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series in beautiful Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series on the X Sports Radio Network.
Settled into a pitcher's duel. All the runs coming in the first. 4 for Lawrenceburg and 1 for Wisconsin. We head to the bottom half, or the top, excuse me, of inning 5. And up for Lawrenceburg will be Logan Parrott. Then the top of the order, Hayes McNutt and Blade Tidwell. And Tegan Christensen has shut Lawrenceburg down since he came into the ball game. Stanley, maybe only 1 hit I think he's given up.
He's pitched a pretty good one.
First pitch to Parrott. Over for a strike. 0-1. That pitch misses. Count even at 1-1. We had a foul ball that just landed near the stands over here. That pitch is low, 2-1.
I'm waiting for one to go on the field when the action, something happening.
Well, there's a netting over there that usually will catch most of that. The 2-1. That one's low.
Long, big, tall pop up.
Yep.
Might make it over here.
Oh, yeah. 3-1 the count. Logan Parrott leading off the top of the 5th. Lawrenceburg, Tennessee leading Janesville, Wisconsin 4-1. The pitch. Taken all the way was Parrott, and ooh, it's a strike on the inside edge. He was ready to trot down to first. Now it's full. Payoff pitch coming from Christensen. Here it is. He kicks and fires. Outside, and Parrott draws the walk.
What Christensen didn't want to do right there is walked a 10 batter, number 10 batter on a leadoff walk here this inning. And he'd go back to the top of the lineup for Hayes McNutt. Hayes is a hard man to double up with his speed.
Absolutely. Parrott with a big lead has to dive back. Coming to the plate. Hayes squared around the bunt, pulled it back, and then misses outside for a ball, 1-0.
I don't know if Parrott has any speed over there. Deceptive speed. It looks like he can't run, but he can.
Yep.
I was deceptively slow. I look like I could run, but I can't.
Throw again, the third time.
Well, they're wearing him out. He's not going to have any energy to run now.
Sean Tidwell going through the signs once again. Hayes McNutt and Logan Parrott. McNutt, the 1-0 count. Here it is. Squares around, lays the bunt down. Beautifully executed. And the sacrifice works as Christensen goes to first to get McNutt. And on to second is Logan Parrott with one out, and Blake Tidwell at the plate.
Good bunt by McNutt. Pushed it down the first base line. Only play they had was the first. We mentioned his speed, and he was scurrying down first base line. They had to hurry up a little bit.
First pitch to Blake Tidwell. Inside, 1-0. Appreciate all you joining us on Exports TV tonight. Here's the pitch, fouled away. Count even at 1-1. Janesville, Wisconsin, the red jerseys, navy numbers trimmed in white with the white pants. Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, the host team. Visitors on the scoreboard tonight in their gray tops and bottoms with the orange trimmed black numbers and letters. Here's the pitch. Pop foul down the right side. Stay away from that X machine over there, will you? 1-2. Just one out in the inning. Here in the top of the fifth. Line drive, base hit. Center field. Holding at third is Parrott. And Blake Tidwell with a one-out single puts runners on the corners with one out. And Lawrence Sutton striding to the plate.
He hung a curveball right there. And Tidwell knew what to do with it, just laced it into center field. Parrott held up. He wasn't sure where the second center fielder was. He took off at the swing of the bat, he might have scored, but with one out, you don't want to take any chances getting the second out at the plate.
Pitch to Sutton. Misses for a ball, 1-0. So Logan Parrott is at third. Blake Tidwell over at first.
You got your hottest hitter up for Lawrenceburg and Lawrence Sutton.
Here's the pitch. It's low, 2-0.
Our little game changer says he's 2 for 3 with a run scored, an RBI in the
Career.
series.
Yes, I believe. 1 for 2 today. Well, I think that's all today.
I think so, yeah.
I think it's just today. There's a strike on the inside edge. It's 1 for 2 in this game with an RBI and a run scored. Lawrence Sutton is. Throw back over to first.
When you got runners at first and third, sometimes the team will send the runner from first and try to get down in the pickle down there.
That one's popped out of play. Count evens at 2-2 to Lawrence Sutton.
And the runner from third will break. Sometimes you can get those runners in.
One out. Top of the fifth. 4-1 Lawrenceburg, Tennessee leading. Pitch. It's outside. And we're full. Might see Blade Tidwell get a little extra start at first. There he goes. Line drive. Deep left field. Over the head of Cody Lochterman. One run will score. Rounding third is Blade Tidwell. He scores a 2 RBI double for Lawrence Sutton. It's 6-1. The host team from Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Lawrence Sutton continuing his hot ways. He got a hold of that one and just pulled it into left field. Went over the left fielder's head. Scores 2 runs.
What a performance at the plate for Lawrence Sutton.
Boy, it is.
Been awfully good in right field as well. And there's a hot ground ball, gets through the infield, Walker Brown. Rounding third is Sutton. He's going to score an RBI single for the catcher, Walker Brown. It's 7-1.
Well, JP, you've heard the saying, hitting is contagious, and that's what's going on with Lawrenceburg right now. After being quiet in those second, third, and fourth innings, they've come alive here in the fifth.
Caden Howard. Line drive, same spot between third and short. And Walker Brown moves to second. And you're right, Stanley, it is contagious. And Lawrenceburg, Tennessee has caught the fever.
No pun intended.
And that's going to draw a timeout. And Wisconsin.
Coach Davey wants to have a word with his pitcher. See what he's got left in him.
So we went scoreless in the second, third, and fourth innings. And then here in the top of the fifth, Lawrenceburg, Tennessee with 3. All coming with 1 out. And just some really good hitting. The scoreboard updates from Tom Cruise Field. They are in the 6th inning now, and Marshall County, Tennessee up on Newtown, Connecticut, 8-6. So a tight one.
Making it a ball game over there.
That's a good game going. Got a good one going here, too.
Still got a lot of outs for Wisconsin here. They're a good team. They're not here by their looks. They can hit.
They look good, too, though.
Oh, yeah, I got good looks. Kind of like me.
Runners at first and second with 1 out. Gunnar Dixon, the hitter. Takes a strike. 0-1 to count. That pitch misses. Count even 1-1. One out in the inning. 3 runs already across. Throw over to first. Back safely is Howard.
Almost caught him asleep over there.
Yep.
Draves is playing off, but he snuck in behind him.
Howard, Mr. Talkative, he came and spoke with us on Exports Live with Coach Josh Purcell last week, previewing this World Series. Here's the pitch. It's low, 2-1 to Gunnar Dixon. On deck J.D. Bedford for Lawrenceburg.
Richardson had something in his eye, so Christensen's going to walk back and
handle the rosin bag a little bit.
Now he's ready.
Leans in, the 2-1. Looks back to second, now comes to the plate. High chopper over the mound. Play at first is out, and a nice job by Eric Hughes, but over to third goes Walker Brown, and up to second is Caden Howard. So a nice play by Hughes to get the batter Dixon. But runners move to second and third, and 2 outs now, and J.D. Bedford, your hitter.
Yeah, he made a great play on the ball. Fired a strike to first. Big hop. Right over Christensen's head on the mound. Hughes came in, fielded it, and threw him out.
Bedford, 1 for 2 with an RBI today. First pitch, or tonight, I should say, this game. Pitch is high, 1-0. Runners at second, third, 2 outs. That one curves over there for a strike. 1-1 the count with J.D. Bedford. Pitch. Strike. 1-2.
The local faithful didn't like that call. Letting the Blue know about it.
Coach Bashan Tidwell now talking with J.D. Bedford. Sure telling him, keep your head in there. 1-2 the count. Laced into center field. That goes Schmaling. It's over his head. No, he caught it. Did he caught it?
Yeah,
okay, I couldn't
it.
see out there. He was running towards the fence. My apologies, folks.
Yep, he caught it on the run.
All right, nice catch, Schmaling. And that'll end the threat for Lawrenceburg in the 5th. But they get 3 runs across, leave a couple stranded. We head to the bottom half of the 5th. Your score, Lawrenceburg, Tennessee 7, Wisconsin 1.
Would like to congratulate all of the Babe Ruth teams from across the country that have made their way to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee in the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series. Main Street Lawrenceburg supports many revitalization projects to maintain and grow a healthy community spirit. Darrell Valentine Enterprises and Main Street Lawrenceburg wish every team the best of luck during the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series in beautiful Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series on the X Sports Radio Network.
New score as we head to the bottom of the 5th. 7-1 Lawrenceburg, Tennessee over Wisconsin as they put a 3 spot on the top half of the inning. Last time they scored, Wisconsin answered with one of their own in the bottom half of the first. So we'll see what the boys from Janesville, Wisconsin has here in the bottom half of the inning. Logan Parrott, 59 total pitches as he had a quick 4th. We'll see what he has for him here in the 5th.
Coach Davey taking a look at our pitch count board up here. Going to his third base spot for Wisconsin.
Caleb Kenna will be your first hitter for Wisconsin. First pitch. A little low, 1-0. The 1-0 from Parrott. to Kenna. Slap foul. Back to the netting. The 1-1. Tried to swing. It's a little low. Held back. Count now 2-1. Most of the crowd's still here, Stanley. The 2-1. Pop foul back to the netting once again. Count even at 2-2 now to Caleb Kenna.
Well, these fans have been around Babe Ruth baseball for quite a while now. They know these teams are here because of their hitting.
The 2-2. Did he get him to swing? They appeal down to first.
No.
And gives the safe sign, which means no. So the count full now, 3-2. To Caleb Kenna. Walked his only time at the plate today. Pop foul out of play. The 3-2. Just missed high and inside. And 2 walks tonight for Caleb Kenna. And a leadoff hitter is on for Wisconsin here in the bottom of the 5th. Tegan Christensen, your hitter. Out in the fielder's choice, 0 for 1 tonight. There's a strike on the inside edge, 0-1. Pitch. Soft liner. Nice play. Hayes McNutt to second for 1, to first. Just missed the double play. But what a snag by Hayes McNutt to get the lead runner. And there's 1 out here in the inning.
Yeah, to go in the hole. Hot shot. Snagged it, as you said, JP. Then Will to throw to second base. And Tidwell upset they didn't get it first. But my George, don't worry about that one. It was a tough double play to turn.
Yep.
I'm just lucky to get 1 there.
First pitch to Eric Hughes is in there for a strike. So Tegan Christensen at first. And an 0-1 count coming to Hughes as Walker Brown calls time and will make sure he and his pitcher Logan Parrott on the same page. 1 out in the inning. Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, 7 runs on 10 hits, no errors. Wisconsin, 1 run on 4 hits and 2 errors. Playing in the bottom of the 5th. Both teams 2-0 in pool play. Tied for first in the American Division. The 0-1 is high. Count even at 1-1. Lawrenceburg is off tomorrow. Wisconsin plays at 6 o'clock here at Denver Trapp Field against Bismarck, North Dakota, who was winless here at the World Series. There's a chopper, but foul. Just past Huntley at third. And interestingly enough, Bismarck, North Dakota stands to mention 0-2. They were, as 14s, this group, World Series runners-up last year. Throw back over to first. Did they get him? Did he get off the bag? No. He stayed on somehow. And Christensen taking time, walking gingerly with his right knee right there.
Yeah, he came off that bag awkward, and the fans thought he came off the bag and tagged him out. They wanted him to appeal the call to home.
So no appeal appears to be made. 2-1 the count, 1 out. Eric Hughes, pitch. Strike on the inside edge. Count even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. That's going to get out of play. The count remains 2-2. Throw back over to first. Christensen back. Here's the 2-2. Outside, 3-2. So full count coming. Parrott now up to 73 pitches. So 3 more, and he'll have to wait 2 days to throw again. Lawrenceburg does get tomorrow off. So he could be ready by the single elimination round, which begins Tuesday. Throw back again.
Ooh, that was closer.
Yep. We've already seen Parrott persistent over at first, already with 1 pick off tonight. He's got a great move for a right-hander. Again.
We're in Dixon out over there, I believe.
Yep. Christensen's going to have to call upon his host ambassador family to help wash some clothes tonight. The 3-2 popped up. Will it stay in play? And Walker Brown slides into the barrier over there in the on-deck circle of the first base dugout. He's okay. Tell you, both of these teams, Stanley, hustle an awful lot. Well-coached teams.
Yep, and that's why they're here.
Payoff pitch coming once again. Throw back over to first. Still just 1 out. Payoff pitch. Here it is. There goes the runner. Line drive into center field. Drifting is Bedford and is going to make the play. Retreating back to first is Christensen. So after all that, a long fly out from Eric Hughes, and there are 2 outs now in the inning for Dalton Madsen. Madsen 0 for 2 today, or tonight.
Ground out and a fly out.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch, and let's see if Parrott focuses on the hitter now with 2 outs. 7-1, Lawrenceburg leading. I think with a 6-run lead, that might be the way to go. Quick throw over. Oh, we won the count, 2 outs in the inning. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. The 0-2 bounces up there. Gets in front of Brown. Going to throw down to second. No, he doesn't. And Christensen taking advantage of that. Will take second and is in scoring position with 2 outs. And a 1-2 count coming to Dalton Madsen.
Well, he made a good play stopping the ball from going to the backstop. But then when he tried to recover to get the ball, he stumbled a little bit, and they gave the runner to get down to second.
Top of the 7th, Tom Cruise still 8-6 Marshall County, Tennessee over Newtown, Connecticut. That pitch is outside for a ball. And the count now 2-2. With 2 outs, runner at second, 7-1 Lawrenceburg, Tennessee leading Janesville, Wisconsin. The pitch. Just missed, throw back down to second, and Blade with a nice snag. It was close at home, wasn't it?
It was.
So payoff pitch coming. 3-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Will it stay in play? And it will not. So we'll do it again. 3-2, 2 outs. Runner at second. 7-1 Lawrenceburg, Tennessee leading Wisconsin. Hot shot. Tidwell up with it. Over to first in time for the 3rd out of the inning. Wisconsin gets a runner on, but they leave him stranded. We have played 5. Your score, Lawrenceburg, Tennessee 7. Janesville, Wisconsin 1. This is the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series live on X Sports TV.
Gerald Valentine Enterprises in Main Street, Lawrenceburg would like to congratulate all of the Babe Ruth teams from across the country that have made their way to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee in the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series. Main Street Lawrenceburg supports many revitalization projects, maintain and grow a healthy community spirit. Gerald Valentine Enterprises in Main Street, Lawrenceburg wish every team the best of luck during the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series in beautiful Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series on the X Sports Radio Network.
We head to the top of the 6th. Lawrenceburg, Tennessee leading Janesville, Wisconsin 7-1 as we welcome you back to the 15-year-old Babe Ruth World Series in our broadcast position in the Parks Lumber Porch. J.P. Plant alongside Stanley G. Wilson, and Lawrenceburg, Tennessee looking to go 3-0 in pool play and take a commanding lead in the American Division. And a first place finish in pool play will give you a bye in the single elimination round, one that the host team had 2 years ago. They swept through pool play, got the first round bye, and made it to the championship game and what was a classic against Westchester, California, right here at Denver Trap Field. And really, you could argue the luck of the coin flip, which gave California the home team, because if the roles were reversed, odds are, you never know, but it was that type of a game. But we got a long way to go before we get to that point.
Well, a win here by either team here in this game will go a long way to get that number 1 seed.
Yeah, I think it will definitely qualify them for the single elimination round, as the top 3 in each pool go. I think they're going to double check here the pitch count. They're going to make sure everybody's on the same page. Maybe a discrepancy. They keep pointing up at the pitch count, which is located just to our right, outside our window.
It does,
They're grabbing the walkie-talkie down on the field near the first base or third base dugout.
yeah, they're going.
What we've got for Christensen, according to the official scores, is 58 total pitches. There we go. And that's what we have.
What do you say, 58?
58, yep.
For both teams?
No, for the home team,
Okay.
which is Janesville, Wisconsin. All right, here to take us the last 2 innings with the play-by-play, Stanley G. Wilson.
All right, JP. Brady Huntley leading off here in the top of the 6th inning for Lawrenceburg with a 7-1 lead. Taking Christensen back on the mound for Wisconsin. Ball outside. 1-0. Huntley 1 for 2 with a single tonight. That one's inside. 2-0. That one's outside. Count goes to 3-0 now. See if he's got the take sign here, 3-0. He does. He just takes a strike. 3-1.
Huntley 1 for 2 today.
Ground ball toward third, and it's past him into left field for a fair ball. Huntley around first. He's headed to second. Up with it quickly, and the throw, and it's not going to be in time as he dives in there with a slide-in double to lead off the top of the 6th inning. Going to bring up Adam Goss.
Well, you like to see Lawrenceburg's not letting up. The 7-1 lead here in the 6th.
Goss 1 for 2 with a single. Christensen working for the stretch. Looks back to second, fires the plate. Squared around the bunt, pulls it back. Ball high. 1-0. 7-1, Lawrenceburg leading over the Wisconsin boys. That one's high. 2-0.
Yeah, 2 years ago, Wisconsin was also represented the Ohio Valley Regional.
Squibbler off the end of the bat to third base. He can't handle it. And everybody's going to be safe at first and third now as Huntley scoots into third.
That'll be the 3rd error of the ball game for Wisconsin.
Just off the end of the bat. Had that funny spin on it. Tough play to handle, but I probably should have handled it.
You had the runner maybe bearing down on you and a decision to make. Sometimes that can force you to rush things a bit.
Tough luck play there. An overlay. Logan Perry will be the batter. Threw a walk last time up. Ball outside.
Oh for 1 with a run scored.
Right around the butt. Huntley falls down at third. Throw to third high. Back in time, though.
Yeah, slipped in that edge of the grass there.
If Manson had thrown it when he first caught it, he might have had a chance to get him out. But he delayed. Then when he saw that he fell, he went through with the throw. But he slid back in there. Right around the butt, bunts it toward first. Pitcher's got it, looks it back at third, throw to first in time. But that does get the runner from first over to second with 1 out now. And the top of the order coming up for Lawrenceburg, Hayes McNutt with 2 runners in scoring position.
So Logan Perry does his job and moves the runner over, and he gets to go back and rest before coming out in the next half inning.
Sit down and get a drink of water.
Absolutely. Old school National League.
Small ball.
Yeah.
First pitch from Christensen over for a strike.
Hayes officially tonight 0 for 1.
He's hit the ball hard, though.
Yes, he has.
Reached on error.
Yes.
Strike call.
He's also walked and has sacrifice bunt, has Hayes.
That was way over his head. 1-2 now. 1 out, 7-1. Lawrenceburg leading. Top of the 6th inning and threatening with runners at 2nd and 3rd. Christensen needs some rosin. Trying to find a dry place or a clean place on his uniform to wipe it off.
Not much of one. Parrott threw over against him about 8 times the last half inning.
Strike 3 call. And Nutt caught looking. I'll bring up Blade Tidwell.
Just an awfully good curveball by Christensen, who's thrown 73 pitches now.
Tidwell slaps one to second. He goes to one knee to field it, throws over to first in time. And that'll do it for Lawrenceburg. They leave 2 men on. They fail to score here to the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Your score remain Lawrenceburg 7, Wisconsin 1. You're watching X Sports TV. Back in a moment.
Enterprises in Main Street, Lawrenceburg would like to congratulate all of the Babe Ruth teams from across the country that have made their way to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee in the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series. Main Street Lawrenceburg supports many revitalization projects to maintain and grow a healthy community spirit. Darrell Valentine Enterprises in Main Street Lawrenceburg wish every team the best of luck during the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series in beautiful Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series on the X Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning with Lawrenceburg, the host team, leading 7-1 over the Janesville, Wisconsin bunch. Logan Parrott back out there for another inning of work. Finishes warm-up tosses. Micah Overlay will be the first batter for Wisconsin. Our interns have done a fine job today.
Absolutely.
Been a long day for all of us.
Kelsey Atkins, Landon Burns, Bryant Gobble.
Slap toward left field, in for a single. Micah Overlay saw the first pitch and just went the other way with it.
It's the second time tonight he's taken an outside pitch from Parrott and slapped it into left field.
Rally gonna come up. Clark started behind the plate. Now he's playing right field. Throw over to first. Head first slide back in there.
Logan doesn't let you rest when you're at first, does he?
No.
You'll be on your toes.
Ball inside. 1-0.
We're at 84 total pitches now for Parrott.
He's coming up on the magic number.
Yep. Like to see him maybe try to finish it, but he's going to have an awfully quick inning to do so. His 95 is the max.
He's looking for a ground ball double play.
Yep.
Schmelly's looking for something to drive. Ball inside. Strike called. Delayed strike. Two and one count. Nobody out running at first. Here's the pitch. Just outside. Walkerman on deck. Throw over to first. Back in there standing up. 7-1 your score. Lawrenceburg over Wisconsin. 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors for Lawrenceburg. 1 run, 5 hits, and 3 errors for Wisconsin. Ball in the dirt. Ball 4. Walker Brown looking in the dugout. And Coach Tidwell's going to come out now. Let's see if this is all for Logan Parrott. He's pitched a great game.
Yes, he has.
Gave up that 1 run in the first, and he's got all zeros since, but now he's got 2 runners on.
89 total pitches for Logan Parrott. I haven't noticed anybody warm up. Stanley, have you?
Nope.
Throughout the game for Lawrenceburg?
Bullpen's been empty, but
both bullpens have been empty. And that'll be it.
and they're bringing out Jeremiah Cottrell. I don't know if he's going to go in the field and somebody else is going to pitch. Let's see. No, Cottrell's going to go on the mound and warm up. So Jeremiah Cottrell will be your new pitcher for Lawrenceburg. Whoa. Look at that one. The Bulldora mascot just about.
Hit the bull. Trust me.
Who was that walking past there for Wisconsin? I'm glad he was paying attention.
It was Draves.
Draves, okay.
Dawson Draves, the on-deck hitter. Oh, boy. Yeah, standing ovation for Logan Parrott, and rightfully deserved.
Exactly, well deserved. Cottrell's coming off the bench. He didn't even warm up in the bullpen, which, unless he was down there and I didn't notice it.
Stanley, the line unofficially on Logan Parrott. 5 innings pitched, gave up 5 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 3 batters and struck out 1, but just a great performance.
He pitched a well of a ball game.
Yes, he did.
He started running out of gas in this inning right here with runners at second and first now. They belong to him. So far, he's given up 1 run with 5 hits. Walkerman up to bat now. Cody, the left fielder for Wisconsin. Popped up out of play.
Stanley, we got a new score in the Marshall County, Connecticut game now, 9-6 in the bottom of the 7th. And that may be it right there. I think Marshall County just won the game. So that is a final, 9-6 Marshall County over Newtown, Connecticut.
Big win for them.
Yeah, congratulations, East Tennessee champs.
Time called at the plate here.
It's their first win here at the World Series.
That just misses. 1-1 count now. Runners at second and first. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Wisconsin trailing 7-1. Trying to push some runs across. It was way outside. 2-1. Brown picks the throw down to second. You're the Wisconsin bunch. You want to tell your kids, you don't have to get it all in 1 inning. Just chip away here. We only got 2 innings to go. We want to get some here. Great opportunity for them to score some. Check swing. Strike called. Tried to hold up, but they call it a strike. 2-2 now. Coach Davey wants to asking the umpire about the strike. Two-two pitch coming. Fly ball toward left field. It's going to go back. It's going to go over the head, and this ball is out of the park. Home run for Wisconsin. Cody Lagerman. He got a hold of that one, and it went back. I thought he had a chance in left field. But Adam Goss looked up, and it went over his head. So all of a sudden, Wisconsin's back in this ball game 7-4.
What a shot.
It was.
Pinged it off the scoreboard, man. That really changes the dynamic of this ball game now. 7-4.
3-run homer by Cody Lagerman.
And I think that's the first home run ever out of this ballpark in a World Series game. I don't think we had one 2 years ago in this park, Stanley.
Swung on a miss, strike one to Draves. Well, that was a big historic home run then.
Yep.
At Denver Trap Field.
I mean, I may be mistaken, but I don't recall one, Stanley.
We'll double check that. Strike called.
You and I were here for every game.
Yeah, I can't
this
remember.
field.
I'm trying to remember from 2 years ago.
I think there was only one, and it was the West End, Pennsylvania team, and Mr. Ott, I think, hit one out.
That one's out off the plate. 1-2 count on Draves. Wisconsin with a 3-run homer from Cody Lagerman has cut in the lead now. Lawrenceburg 7, Wisconsin 4. It's fouled back. When you got a 7-1 lead, you tell your pitcher, your relief pitcher, especially at this level, just throw strikes. You don't want to be walking anybody and just keeping the merry-go-round going. But Lagerman, he just tattooed one over the left field wall. As you said, it pinged the scoreboard. Swung on a miss, strike three. The Graves goes down on strikes. Hageman will be Colin Hageman, the second baseman.
Nice job of Cottrell bearing down there. Coming back after giving up a home run. Real easy to lose your focus.
Yep.
And he didn't.
Well, he can relax now with no runner. When you got runners at first and second, you've got a little bit more pressure on you. Strike in there. Kenna on deck for Wisconsin. That was high. 1-1. Ball low. And there for a strike. Count 2-2 now. One out here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing on a miss, strike three. So after giving up the 3-run homer, Cottrell's come back and struck out the next two batters he's faced. And Caleb Kenna will be up.
Kenna with a couple of walks tonight.
No official at bat.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen that today?
Yeah.
They have three or four plate appearances and no at bats. That's a ball.
Bat boys and ball boys doing their jobs, all local. And they get tied to these teams. Oftentimes they'll give them a shirt or a jersey to wear while they're here.
Swung on a miss, strike one. Making memories.
Yep.
He's outside. 2-1. Strike in there. Count evens up at 2-2. Fouled off. Count remains 2-2. 2 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Wisconsin putting a 3 spot up so far on a 3-run homer by Cody Lagerman. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Cottrell has it, flips over to first in time. So the 3-run homer gets Wisconsin back in this ball game here in the bottom of the 6th. We head to the top of the 7th with a new score. Lawrenceburg 7, Wisconsin 4. You're listening to Exports TV. Back in a moment.
Congratulate all of the Babe Ruth teams from across the country that have made their way to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee in the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series. Main Street Lawrenceburg supports many revitalization projects to maintain and grow a healthy community spirit. Darrell Valentine Enterprises and Main Street Lawrenceburg wish every team the best of luck during the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series in beautiful Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series on the Exports Radio Network.
Welcome back to the last game of the night. We played 4 games here on this field, and we've got a new ball game here. Lawrenceburg leading 7-1 going into the 6th inning, and they come out of the 6th only up 7-4 now as Wisconsin hit a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 6th to cut in the lead. Lawrenceburg, the visitors, will be batting here in the top of the 7th, the last inning, and then Wisconsin will have a chance to bat in the bottom of the inning. First time that Lawrenceburg has gone the full distance in a game. They've 10-run ruled their last 2 opponents with the help of a 9-run inning in each of those games.
It's good to play a tight one.
Yep. And Lawrence Sutton, the hottest hitter for Lawrenceburg, will come up. 2 for 3 today. Or in this game, I should say, with a double and 2 doubles.
Yeah, he is swinging the bat awfully good.
First one in there for a strike, 0-1. That one in there for a strike.
Tell you, Christensen has done a solid job pitching tonight.
He has. Slapped foul to the right side. Got a little bit more pep in his step here in this inning after getting that 3-run homer. There's a shot toward right field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. So Lawrence Sutton continuing his hot ways with a leadoff single here in the top of the 7th. And I'll bring up Walker Brown, the number 4 hitter for Lawrenceburg. Caden Howard on deck.
Walker's had a nice night, Stanley. 2 for 3 with a double and a single. And 2 runs batted in. Also scored a run. The middle of this lineup for Lawrenceburg has been deadly.
Time called at the plate. Ball inside. Sutton gets his lead over at first. Brown holds up. Ball 2 inside. Fly ball toward right field. Still drifting back. He can't get it. It's over his head. Sutton around second. He's headed to third, and they're going to hold him up right there as Walker Brown has a double. So Sutton at third, Brown's at second with nobody out for Lawrenceburg here in the top of the 7th inning. Trying to add to their lead of 7-4 over Wisconsin.
Well, Stanley, if you look at the flag out in left center field, it is blowing towards right field, and he got it up in that jet stream. And it kept tracking, and Schmaling, I don't think he believed it kept going that far.
I don't believe so either. There's a shot by Caden Howard. It's going to get down for a base hit. 1 run is in, and they're going to hold him up at third. Ball gets away. Howard's going to go down to second with no throw. So heads up base running by Caden Howard after getting the single. He's down at second base now with nobody out, while his teammate Walker Brown is over at third. And Gunnar Dixon will be the batter now. So 8-4 Lawrenceburg, doubling up Wisconsin here in the top of the 7th. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1.
Stanley, got to love the answer, not only on the mound from Jeremiah Cottrell striking out 2 batters after the home run, but the offense picking them up as well. And what an answer for this Lawrenceburg team.
Ground ball towards second. He's going to throw to first. He's out there, but the run scores. Make it 9-4 now, and Howard's over at third as Walker Brown crosses the plate. And J.D. Bedford is going to get the bat from him and be ready to swing away here. Fouled off the end of the bat to the dugout over the right side. Well, JP, in a tournament like this with the pitching, trying to set your pitching up, you got Tegan Christensen out there, and they're going to leave him out there. Fly ball toward right field. Schmeling going back. He's going back. He can't get it. It's over his head. The run will score easily. Around second and headed to third is J.D. Bedford. Stand-up triple, J.D. Bedford.
That's his second triple of the game, Stanley.
Caden Howard scores easily on that one. Well, we've got a meeting at the mound for Wisconsin.
Tell you, the way Lawrenceburg has bounced back with timing up Tegan Christensen, the all-speed pitch, he's working the outside an awful lot tonight. And I don't know, it appears that they've made an adjustment, Stanley. And here in this inning in particular, they've sent the ball to the opposite direction, and they've been looking for that outside pitch to drive, and boy, have they ever.
Very
2 that have one-hopped the fence this inning alone.
Well, their bats wasn't woke up this morning. Against the Mississippi squad, they used a lot of walks and hit batsmen and errors to score their runs. But here tonight, they've used 15 hits to score 10 runs. Coach Doug Madsen is having a talk with his pitcher, and he's just going to leave him out there and say, look, kid, this is your game. Show us what you got.
Well, that's 3 straight games this Lawrenceburg team has scored in double digits.
Wow.
That's some offensive firepower.
Brady Huntley slaps it away foul.
Huntley tonight, Stanley, 2 for 3 with a fly out, single, and a double.
There's a shot, base hit into center field. And the 11th run for Lawrenceburg across the plate as J.D. Bedford comes across.
And Huntley 3 for 3 in his last 3 at-bats.
J.D. Bedford's going to get high fives for that triple.
J.D. Bedford shades of Bryce Giles, former Summertown great, who was Mr. Triple, especially at the state tournament.
J.D., when he got to, he turned on the jets when he got around going to second to third.
J.D. has 1 speed, full throttle.
It's popped up by Goss. The runner was going. He's got to hurry up and get back and make the out. And Huntley scampers back to first base. So 2 out now, and that'll bring up Jeremiah Cottrell. His first at bat in relief of Logan Parrott. Throw over to first, back in time. 11-4, Lawrenceburg putting up 4 here in the top of the 7th after Wisconsin put up 3 in the bottom of the 6th. Throw back over, gets away from the first baseman. Huntley down to second. Graves has got to hustle and get it, and he's going to hold him there at second base. All high. 1-0. That one's high. 2-0 now. 2 out. Runner at second. Top of the 7th. Lawrenceburg leading 11-4 over Janesville, Wisconsin. That one's down low.
The top of the order is on deck. And Hayes McNutt.
That's in there for a strike. There's a base hit by Cottrell. He's getting in on the act now. And that'll score a run. 12-4 now. Jeremiah Cottrell slapping it into right center field. And Hayes McNutt will be up, and that'll do it. Coach Davey coming out this time.
Well, Christensen was only going to face one more batter anyway because he's at 90. Nope, that was 95 pitches. So that was it anyway. He has to come out. So we'll have a new pitcher. Is the max pitch count. It's the 3rd one today on this field we've seen.
To go the limit.
Yep. Both New Jersey starters, Muni and Durbin, went the limit today, the lefties. And now Christensen in a relief appearance. So they got Hageman, right? Isn't that Hageman?
Colin Hageman will be the new pitcher for Wisconsin. 12-4, Lawrenceburg leading. They've scored 5 here, 2 out, and a runner at first. And Hayes McNutt will be the batter for the leadoff, from the leadoff spot, I should say. Next time Lawrenceburg plays will be on Monday night. I think that game is at 8 o'clock.
It is.
Five runs so far here in the top of the 7th. As we said, that Wisconsin had a 3-run homer to pull within 7-4 within 3 runs, but Lawrenceburg answered at the top of the 7th with 5 runs to give themselves an 8-run lead at 12-4. They let Jeremiah Cottrell bat, so he'll be the pitcher coming back out. And he's a runner at first right now. First pitch low.
Yeah, he's going to finish this game. At least get the opportunity. How about that 17 hits, Stanley, for Lawrenceburg?
It's fouled back to the screen. 1-1 now. Looking around for Hayes' grandfather. I don't see him. I saw him earlier. He might be trying to get himself tucked in for the night. There's a shot toward right field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Cottrell around second with 2 out. He was running. Throw to third. Not in time. So
He let up for a little bit on his way to third. Not sure why, but he made it.
So Blade Tidwell will be the batter. Hageman working from the stretch. Looks in, fires. Ball low. Runner going for first. They throw down. Nowhere near. It tailed off to the second base side of the bag. So 2 runners in scoring position. Ball outside. The 10-run rule is not in effect in this situation because we're in the 7th inning, the last inning. But if Tidwell hits a base hit, then it'll be 10 runs here. Laid off that one, but he's called for a strike. Have the take sign all the way. 3-1 now. Swung on, fouled back into the net. Runs it full, 3-2.
I'm really impressed with the hitters for Lawrenceburg, the way they've been able to adjust from pitcher to pitcher and within the pitcher. Second time around, they figured something out each time.
That one swung on a miss, strike 3. So that'll do it for Lawrenceburg in the top of the 7th. They score 5 big runs to take a 12-4 lead going in the last half of the last inning here in the bottom of the 7th. Lawrenceburg 12, Wisconsin 4. You're watching X Sports TV. Back in a moment.
Congratulate all of the Babe Ruth teams from across the country that have made their way to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee in the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series. Main Street Lawrenceburg supports many revitalization projects to maintain and grow a healthy community spirit. Daryl Valentine Enterprises and Main Street Lawrenceburg wish every team the best of luck during the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series in beautiful Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series on the X Sports Radio Network.
Twelve to 4 is your score. Lawrenceburg leading over Wisconsin going to the last half of the 7th inning. Wisconsin's going to have to mount a rally to get this 8 runs back to tie it up and keep the game going. Jeremiah Cottrell back on the mound, as we imagine he would be. He gave up he came in the game in relief of Logan Parrott with runners at first and second in the bottom of the 6th. The first batter he faced was Cody Lagerman, and he hit a 3-run homer. But after that, he mowed him down. And then he got to bat in the top of the 7th, and he had a single. So They got some production out of their pitchers.
Absolutely. How about this line? 12, 18, and 0 for Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Wisconsin 4, 6, and 4.
And Tegan Christensen, who pitched the limit that you can, is going to step up. Fly ball towards center field. Bedford coming in. He's under it. He's got it. One away. One pitch, one out. And that'll bring up the top of the order, Eric Hughes. Now, some folks are making their way to the car to get up early in the morning and go to church. Strike called. Ball in the dirt. 1-1, one out. 12-4, Lawrenceburg leads. Popped up in the infield. Who wants it? And nobody does. You had 5 kids out there looking at it, and nobody called for it.
You need to call the pitcher off on that one.
Yeah.
And I think, Jeremiah expected that. He didn't hear anything, and all of a sudden the ball was right there, and he lunged at it. But
well, it was going past the pitcher's mound and where it landed. And it's easier for the fielder that's coming up on it. There's a shot to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Goss gets it in quickly, but Dalton Madsen will be on at first base with a single, and Eric Hughes will move over to second after I guess they gave him an infield hit.
Well, yeah,
nobody really touched the ball.
Nobody touched it, so.
In that situation, you want to give a team error to everybody in the infield.
A teaching moment for Vashon and the coaching staff for Lawrenceburg.
Micro overlay will be up now. The runners at second and first with one out. Fouled off. Fly ball toward left field. Bedford coming over from center. He's calling everybody off. He's got it. Out number 2. So Lawrenceburg's one out of going to 3-0 in this tournament and getting a day off tomorrow and coming back Monday. As you said, JP, a win here will probably clinch a spot in the single elimination portion of this tournament. But you sure do want to get that number 1 seed spot. Ball inside. And the tiebreakers is runs allowed. It's not the runs that you produce. It's the ones you give up.
Correct.
And they're at 4 right now.
Well, head-to-head's your first, but the second one is runs allowed.
Yeah. There's a shot to right field. It's going to get down. And they're going to wave him on home. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. Walker Brown comes out of there. So that's 5 runs now for Wisconsin, making it 12-5. And here's the man that hit the 3-run homer last time up. He's in the same situation now with runners at second and first. Cody Lagerman. Smelling this nice little piece of hitting there to get the ball into opposite field to get the RBI. Popped up. Walker Brown got a chance at it. Nope, it's into the stands. Right behind home plate. Brown's already made a great catch on the pop-up.
Yes, he has.
From his catching position. Curveball misses, gets away from Brown, but he hustles to get it before anybody can advance. Just outside. 2-1 now. Wisconsin down to their last out. Cody Lagerman, as we've seen, he can knock one out of here. Keep the rally going for the boys from Wisconsin. Ball low, 3-1 now. 2 out. Lawrenceburg leading 12-5. Wisconsin trying to keep the game going with runners at second and first. Just misses ball 4. So that'll load them up for Dawson Draves. Draves is 1 for 3 with a single, a ground out, and a strikeout. Ball outside. On a miss. Evens it up at 1-1 now.
Oh, you really love to finish it right here, Stanley.
Bases loaded for Wisconsin. They want to keep it going. Lawrenceburg wants to go home and get some rest. Ball outside. 2-1. Just wonder if the coaching staff's going to meet tomorrow. Or just let them have some time off.
Wisconsin plays at 6, the second game tomorrow here in Denver Trap. Lawrenceburg is off.
Ground ball to third, and it's foul. Foul ball. The home plate umpire is calling foul ball. Coach Davey doesn't like it down there for Wisconsin.
Not in the least.
He's looking, really? Come on, man. It's a home umpire. Well, there's nobody down there at third, so it's his call all the way. So 2-2 count, 2 out. The natives are getting restless here. They can stand on their feet. Looking for the strikeout. Ground ball towards short. Tidwell with it over to first. Nope, he's off the bag. He's safe. So Wisconsin still has life as they score the 6th run now to half the lead to 12-6. I think they're hollering for Kobe Matson to come up now. Colin Hagman, not the bat, but I think the pinch run, and that's what's going to happen. Josh Purcell wants to have a word with his team. Lawrenceburg on the mound. So we're going to have a pinch runner at first base for Draves. It's going to be Kobe Matson. Batter will be Colin Hackman. Hagman is standing up here with the bases loaded still. 2 out. Lawrenceburg leading 12-6. Ball high. Runners will be going in the swing of the bat. If Hagman can put it in a place that might clear the bases. Ball high. Jeremy Cottrell's just got to settle down and throw some strikes here and try to make him swing and put it in play. Let his defense do the work. That one's outside. 3-0 now. Nowhere to put him. Base is full of Wisconsinians.
Cheeseheads?
Cheeseheads, there you go.
You got to love the folks from Wisconsin who loves cheese
man,
that
yeah.
much.
Strike in there.
You know I'm the fromage king of Lawrenceburg.
I didn't know what fromage is, but is that a type of cheese? Ball outside. So another run comes across. Wisconsin's not done yet. Stay tuned, folks. All you folks that left early for Lawrenceburg, get on back over here. Caleb Kenna. Twelve to 7 now. Strike called, outside corner.
No matter what happens, it's been a great atmosphere for baseball tonight.
It sure has. Fly ball down the right field line, foul. Whew. Man.
Talk about making it interesting if that's fair. That
Well,
probably would have cleared.
That's going to say that's the one that could have cleared the bases right there. Made it very interesting. Wouldn't have tied it, but it made it close. Closer than it is now. Been a big day for Babe Ruth baseball in Lawrenceburg today.
Absolutely.
Time called at the plate. He granted it to him before he really got in his wind-up. Fans are into it. Ground ball towards second. McNutt up with it. Throw over to first in time. That'll do it. The Lawrenceburg team has squashed the rally that Wisconsin had in the bottom of the 7th to take a 12-7 win here over the Janesville, Wisconsin bunch. 12 runs on 18 hits, no errors, 7 runs, 10 hits, and 4 errors for Wisconsin from Janesville, Wisconsin. Lawrenceburg goes to 3-0. Wisconsin drops to 2-1. The teams are now meeting on field to shake hands.
All right, we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with our Ron Tellefson players of the game, final stats, and a look ahead to the action on Sunday. Lawrenceburg wins it 12-7 over Wisconsin and moved to 3-0 in pool play with Wisconsin now 2-1. We'll be back after this short timeout. You're watching Exports TV's coverage of the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series.
Enterprises in Main Street, Lawrenceburg would like to congratulate all of the Babe Ruth teams from across the country that have made their way to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee in the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series. Main Street Lawrenceburg supports many revitalization projects to maintain and grow a healthy community spirit. Darrell Valentine Enterprises in Main Street Lawrenceburg wish every team the best of luck during the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series in beautiful Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series on the Exports Radio Network.
Lawrenceburg wins it 12-7. Let's go to public address announcer Bill Phillips for the Ron Tellefson players of the game.
To our players of the game. This evening's award will be presented by Lawrence County Sheriff Jimmy Brown. The player of the game for Wisconsin is Cody Lockerman. And for Lawrenceburg, the player of the game is J.D. Bedford.
So J.D. Bedford for Lawrenceburg picks up the Ron Tellefson player of the game, and Cody Lochterman for Wisconsin. Lochterman with that 3-run homer, and J.D. Bedford with 2 triples tonight for the host team, Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, as they defeat Janesville, Wisconsin, 12-7, and move to 3-0 in pool play. Wisconsin 2-1. We'll take a quick look at our final stats here tonight. First, for the visitors from Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, they win at 12-7. Hayes McNutt 1 for 3 with a run scored. Blake Tidwell 1 for 5 with a run scored. Lawrence Sutton 3 for 4 with 3 runs scored and 3 runs batted in. Walker Brown 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBI. Caden Howard 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. Gunnar Dixon 1 for 3 with a run scored, 2 runs batted in. J.D. Bedford 2 for 4, both of those triples, 2 runs batted in and a run scored. Brady Huntley 3 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. Adam Goss 1 for 4. And Logan Parrott 1 for 2 with a run scored. So Stanley, 3 Lawrenceburg hitters get 3 hits in this game as they win it 12-7. The bats are just on fire for the host team from Lawrenceburg.
They are. As I said in the broadcast, that hitting is contagious, and that's what happened to Lawrenceburg. 18 big hits, producing 12 runs. But Logan Parrott, what a job he did. He gave up the run in the first inning and then shut them all the way down, and he let the first 2 batters on in the bottom of the 6th. But by that time, he had done his job. He had allowed his team to get up to the lead to 7-1 at that time. But good job by Logan Parrott here tonight. But what a great job of hitting by all the guys on the team. Even Logan Parrott got in it, and then Jeremiah Cottrell came in relief, and he had 1 plate appearance, and he got a base hit, and an RBI.
Made the most of it. You mentioned Logan Parrott on the mound today. 5 innings pitched, 1 run allowed. It was earned, walked 3, and struck out 1. Just a very solid performance. Nothing flashy, nothing too fancy, but a solid performance for Logan Parrott on the mound today. At the plate for the Ohio Valley champs from Janesville, Wisconsin, Eric Hughes 1 for 4 with a run scored. Dalton Matson 1 for 4 with a run scored. Micah Overlay 2 for 4, 2 runs scored. Clark Schmaling, a big day at the plate, 3 for 3, 2 runs scored and 2 runs batted in. Cody Lochterman 1 for 3, but it was a big one, a 3-run homer, who also scored a run. Kobe Matson got in with an unofficial plate appearance. Colin Hageman 0 for 3 with an RBI. Caleb Kenna 0 for 2, and Tegan Christensen 0 for 4. Dawson Draves 2 for 4 tonight. And Christensen on the mound, Stanley, by the way, 4 2/3 innings, gave up 12 hits and 8 runs. They were all earned. Walked 1 and struck out 4. The numbers don't really display. He pitched well, gave up some hits. Lawrenceburg was hitting really hard, but he pitched well and a good performance. Went 95 pitches in relief.
Yeah.
So a good effort by Tegan Christensen in relief here tonight. All right, 12-7 your final. So final thoughts, Stanley. Lawrenceburg 3-0. They get the day off.
Sets up well for them.
Yeah, you can't plan any better than that, right?
Yeah, you can. I mean, they can go now with they don't have to send out their aces out there in this last game because they've already got it in the single elimination period. But Coach Purcell would really love to get that number 1 spot so he can save some pitching, get that extra day off so he could be ready for the semifinals and the finals if they get it that far. But what a great day for Babe Ruth baseball overall today.
Yeah, 8 games on 2 fields today. The grounds crew did a fantastic job. The fields are just in spectacular shape. And, again, appreciate to all the volunteers that help on the field, but also are helping us with these broadcasts, Stanley. A lot of people that just love Babe Ruth baseball and love to help out. So we appreciate all their help. Quick look at the schedule for tomorrow as things will get started at 3 o'clock. Tom Cruise Field, Sarasota, Florida versus Newtown, Connecticut. And at 3:30 here in Denver Trap, it'll be West Windsor, New Jersey versus Marshall County, Tennessee. And then at 5:30 on Tom Cruise Field, Meridian, Mississippi, the Southwest Champs versus the Pacific Northwest Champs from Camas, Washougal, Washington. That's at 5:30. And at 6 o'clock, Bismarck, North Dakota versus Janesville, Wisconsin, right here on Denver Trap Field. So that's the lineup tomorrow. All of those games, of course, will be live on Exports TV. And again, you can follow along scoring updates and all the like on Exports Radio on Twitter and Facebook, and the 13-15 Lawrenceburg Babe Ruth World Series Twitter and Facebook pages as well. All right, it's going to wrap it up for us here tonight at a long 4-game day. But thanks for tuning in to the Exports TV's coverage of the 15-year-old Babe Ruth World Series. With your final score, Lawrenceburg wins it 12-7 over Janesville, Wisconsin. For Stanley G. Wilson, Landon Burns, and Kelsey Atkins, I'm J.P. Plant, reminding you to join us tomorrow, 3 o'clock, first pitch at Tom Cruise Field for Sarasota and Newtown, Connecticut, on your home for the Babe Ruth World Series, Exports TV. Until then, so long from Denver Trap Field and the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.